Hey y'all, are you ready to dive into the heart of Texas? Get ready for an epic adventure through the Lone Star State where everything's bigger and bolder. We're talking about iconic landmarks, breathtaking natural wonders, and cultural experiences that'll blow your mind. Whether you're a history buff, a nature enthusiast, a foodie, or just looking for an unforgettable trip, Texas has got something for everyone. This is your ultimate guide to experiencing the very best of Texas, from must-see attractions to insider tips that'll make you feel like a true Texan. We're about to unveil the secrets of the Lone Star State, so buckle up and get ready for the ride of a lifetime. Stick around because we'll be giving you the inside scoop on what to do, where to go, and how to make the most of your Texas adventure. You won't want to miss this. First up, we're heading straight to San Antonio, a city steeped in history and bursting with culture. And when you're in San Antonio, there's one place you absolutely cannot miss: the Alamo. This iconic mission isn't just a building, it's a symbol of Texan courage and the fight for independence. Picture this. It's 1836. A small group of Texan soldiers are facing down a massive Mexican army. They fought bravely against all odds, and their story is legendary. Walking through those old mission walls, you can practically feel the history coming alive. It's a powerful experience, and you'll understand why "Remember the Alamo" is more than just a phrase. It's a rallying cry for Texans everywhere. And hey, while you're in San Antonio, why not make the most of it and check out the Riverwalk? A vibrant urban waterway that winds through the heart of San Antonio, lined with picturesque pathways, lively restaurants, unique shops, and charming cafes. It's the perfect place to explore, dine, and enjoy the city's vibrant atmosphere. All right, guys, get ready for some serious natural beauty because we're heading to Big Bend National Park. This place is like stepping into another world. Rugged mountains, vast deserts, and star-filled skies. Over 800,000 acres of pure Texan wilderness to explore. Hiking, camping, rafting, or just soaking up views, Big Bend has it all. Imagine hiking through canyons, spotting wildlife, and gazing at a clear night sky. Big Bend is calling, and you don't want to miss this epic experience. Next up, we're headed to Austin, the heart and soul of Texas music. This city is on fire with live performances. Legendary venues like the Continental Club, where Stevie Ray Vaughan rocked the stage. Austin's streets are pulsing with music. Bars, clubs, cafes, you name it. During South by Southwest, buckle up, this festival is insane. And Austin City Limits, or ACL, is iconic. Austin's live music scene is something you have to experience to believe. Art lovers, art enthusiasts, get ready as we head into the vibrant Dallas Arts District. This place is massive, guys, the biggest urban arts district in the whole country. We're talking museums, galleries, sculptures, street art, you name it, they got it. First up, we gotta hit the Dallas Museum of Art. This place is a monster, over 100 years old, with art from all over the world. Ancient artifacts, European masterpieces, contemporary sculptures, you're gonna be blown away. And get this, admission is free. Yeah, you heard that right, free. Next up, we're teleporting over to the Nasher Sculpture Center. This place is a modern art paradise. Imagine strolling through a beautiful garden filled with mind-blowing sculptures by Picasso, Matisse, Rodin, the legends. It's like stepping into another dimension, guys. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The Dallas Arts District is a treasure trove of creativity. You could spend weeks exploring all the hidden gems and street art murals. So put on your walking shoes, grab a map, and get ready for an art overload. All right, beach bums, it's time to catch some rays and ride some waves. Pack your swimsuits and shades because we're heading to South Padre Island, the ultimate Texas beach getaway. Imagine miles of pristine coastline, crystal clear waters, and soft white sand that feels like powdered sugar under your feet. This is the life, guys. Whether you're into sunbathing, swimming, surfing, or just chilling with a good book, South Padre has got you covered. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, you gotta try parasailing. Imagine soaring high above the ocean, feeling the wind in your hair, and taking in breathtaking views of the coastline. It's like flying, but way cooler. But it's not just about the beach, you know? South Padre is also a haven for wildlife. You might spot dolphins playing in the waves, sea turtles nesting on the shore, or even a pod of majestic whales migrating past. It's like a real-life nature documentary, but way more awesome. Alright guys, strap yourselves in because we're about to blast off to the Houston Space Center. This place is an absolute must-do for anyone who's ever looked up at the stars and dreamed of exploring the cosmos. We're talking about NASA's Johnson Space Center, the heart of human spaceflight. You're gonna get to see real spacecraft, like the ones that took us to the moon. And listen, I'm talking about getting up close and personal with these bad boys. You can even touch a moon rock. Can you believe that? I'm getting chills just thinking about it. But wait, there's more. You can experience what it's like to train like an astronaut in their simulators. We're talking about experiencing zero gravity, walking on Mars, the whole shebang. Imagine telling your friends you basically went to space. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn about the past, present, and future of space exploration. Trust me guys, the Houston Space Center is an experience you won't forget. Okay guys, we're heading back to Austin, the heart of Texas, to check out the Texas State Capitol. And let me tell you, everything is bigger in Texas, including this Capitol building. It's massive, and trust me, the pictures don't do it justice. This place is steeped in history and absolutely free to tour. You'll be walking the same halls as some of the most important figures in Texas history. Talk about feeling like a VIP. And the architecture? Don't even get me started. The dome, the columns, the details, it's like stepping back in time. You can practically hear the echoes of history whispering through the halls. Make sure you bring your camera because you're gonna want to capture every angle of this majestic building. You won't be disappointed, guys, I promise. Saddle up, partners, because we're about to mosey on over to the Fort Worth stockyards. Get ready to experience the Wild West like never before. We're talking cowboys, cattle drives, and all things Texas. You'll feel like you've stepped back in time as you watch real-life cowboys herding cattle through the streets. It's like something straight out of an old Western movie. And listen, the energy is electric. And you know Mr. Beast doesn't do anything small scale. After the cattle drive, we're gonna catch a rodeo. We're talking about bull riding, barrel racing, and all that good stuff. The crowds go wild and the adrenaline is off the charts. And don't forget to check out the Western-themed shops and grab yourself a souvenir. Trust me guys, the Fort Worth Stockyards is an experience you won't want to miss. Alright guys, buckle up because number 9 on our Texas bucket list is gonna blow your mind. We're talking about the San Antonio Riverwalk, and let me tell you, this ain't your average water feature. Imagine this, a winding river right in the heart of the city, with lush greenery, cobblestone paths, and fairy tale bridges. It's packed with amazing restaurants, from Tex-Mex to fancy Italian, perfect for a romantic dinner or a fun night out. Plus, it's a shopper's paradise with quirky boutiques and art galleries. And don't miss the live music and festivals. Seriously, this place has it all. You can thank me later. Hold on to your hats, folks, because number 10 on our Texas adventure is going to be a wild ride. We're talking about experiencing a real-deal Texas rodeo. Picture massive arenas, cheering crowds, and brave cowboys and cowgirls. Heart-stopping bull riding, lightning-fast barrel racing, and jaw-dropping roping skills. It's a full-on adrenaline rush, and you'll be hooting and hollering the entire time. Rodeos happen almost every weekend in cities like Austin, Houston, San Antonio, and Fort Worth. Rodeos celebrate Texas heritage and culture. Just make sure you wear your boots, because things are about to get wild. Alright y'all, it's time to get real for a sec. Texas weather is no joke. Don't underestimate it. Scorching summers can melt your flip-flops. You'll be sweating more than a sinner in church. Then, bam! Sudden thunderstorms, torrential downpours, hailstorms, maybe even a tornado. Be prepared. Check the forecast. Don't rely on weather apps alone. Talk to the locals for the real deal. Respect the Texas weather. Pack for every season. Always have a backup plan. Alright guys, we're talking Texas, and Texas is wild, literally. We got snakes, alligators, scorpions, you name it, we got it. And these critters ain't afraid of no YouTube crew. So, when you see those signs that say, beware of alligators or rattlesnake habitat, don't be a hero. Take it seriously. These animals are just vibing in their natural habitat. And the last thing we want is a wildlife encounter gone wrong. We want you to have the best time in Texas, and that means staying safe. So be aware of your surroundings, wear appropriate clothing, and if you see something, don't touch it, just film it. From a safe distance, of course. Remember, we're guests in their home, so let's be respectful and cautious. Now let's move on to our next Texas don't. Okay, listen up because this is crucial. Texas is huge, like mind-blowingly massive. You think you can just hop in your car and drive from Dallas to El Paso in a jiffy? Think again. We're talking hours of driving, people. You'll be cruising through vast stretches of highway, and trust me, the last thing you want is to be stranded in the middle of nowhere with an empty tank and a rumbling stomach. So, before you hit the road, make sure you're fully stocked up on gas, water, snacks, the works. And hey, maybe even download your favorite YouTube travel channel or create a killer playlist to keep you entertained on those long stretches. Remember, preparation is key when it comes to conquering those Texas-sized road trips. Stay tuned for the next tip because you don't want to miss it. Alright guys, let's talk about boundaries, and no, I'm not talking about the friend zone. In Texas, we take private property seriously. We're talking wide open spaces, sprawling ranches, and a whole lot of land owned by some really great folks. And while it might be tempting to just wander onto that field of bluebonnets for the perfect Instagram shot, hold your horses. Trespassing is a big no-no, and you could end up with a hefty fine or even worse. No selfie is worth getting in trouble with the law, right? So, remember, admire the scenery, snap those pics from a respectful distance, and always get permission before you set foot on someone else's property. Alright, let's move on to the next tip. Alright guys, Texas is known for its friendly folks, but that doesn't mean you can forget your manners. Remember, we're guests here. And just like you wouldn't barge into someone's house yelling, you gotta treat Texas with respect. First things first, yes sir, and yes ma'am go a long way here. It's a sign of respect, and trust me, people appreciate it. It's like when you hold the door open for someone, it's just the right thing to do. Another thing, Texans are proud of their state. They love their BBQ, their music, and their history. So, be a good sport, join in on the fun, and don't be afraid to strike up a conversation. You never know, you might just make a new friend. Remember, a little bit of courtesy can go a long way. Be respectful, be kind, and you'll have an awesome time in Texas. Now, let's move on to another important don't you gotta keep in mind. Alright, listen up because this one is crucial, especially in the Texas heat. You know how I love a good challenge, but trust me, dehydration is not one you want to mess with. Think of it like this. You wouldn't run a marathon without refueling, right? Well, exploring Texas is like an epic adventure, and water is your fuel. Those scorching temperatures can sneak up on you, and before you know it, you're feeling dizzy and drained. So, what's the solution? Easy. Carry a water bottle with you everywhere. Seriously, everywhere. Keep it topped off and take frequent sips throughout the day, even if you don't feel super thirsty. Remember, staying hydrated is key to having an amazing time in Texas. You can thank me later when you're feeling energized and ready to tackle all the awesome things this state has to offer. Let's talk BBQ because in Texas, it's not just food, it's a way of life. And let me tell you, not all BBQ is created equal. Each region has its own style, its own secret recipes, and its own bragging rights. Think of it like a giant BBQ competition, but instead of one winner, every region gets to be a champion. You've got Central Texas with their legendary brisket, slow smoked to perfection. Then there's East Texas, known for their incredible sausage, bursting with flavor. And don't even get me started on the sauce. From tangy and tomato-based to spicy and vinegar-forward, the options are endless. So here's the challenge. Don't just settle for the first BBQ joint you see. Get out there and explore the different regions, try all the styles, and discover your own personal favorite. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Alright guys, listen up. We're talking about the Texas sun here, and trust me, it's no joke. First things first, sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Next up, hats. A wide-brimmed hat to shield your face, neck, and ears. And don't forget your shades. Protect those peepers with UV-blocking sunglasses. Finally seek shade, your skin will thank you. Alright, listen up, speed demons. We all love putting the pedal to the metal, but hold your horses. Texas is serious about enforcing speed limits. Those fines can be brutal, like emptying your wallet for a whole tank of gas, brutal. So keep an eye on the speedometer and stick to the limit. The last thing you want is your epic Texas road trip getting cut short by a hefty fine. Plus, driving the speed limit lets you soak in all the incredible scenery Texas has to offer. So, keep it cool, keep it legal, and let's make this Texas trip one for the books. And remember what they say, some go to Texas on vacation and leave on probation. Alright guys, let's talk about FOMO, fear of missing out. You do not want to miss out on the epic events and festivals in Texas. The kind of stuff that'll make your friends back home green with envy. First up, the State Fair of Texas. This ain't your average county fair. Fried food heaven, crazy carnival rides, and live music. And the rodeo. Packed stadium, wild crowd, brave cowboys and cowgirls. Texas is bursting with local festivals celebrating everything from chili to peaches, delicious food, live entertainment, and Texas hospitality. Do your research, check local event calendars, and plan your trip. Experiencing these events makes a trip to Texas unforgettable. Don't be that person with a serious case of FOMO. Well, there you have it, folks. Your ultimate Texas travel guide, packed with 10 must-do adventures and 10 don'ts to keep you safe, savvy, and having the time of your life. From the historic Alamo to the breathtaking Big Bend National Park, from the electrifying live music scene in Austin to the mouth-watering barbecue joints scattered across the state, Texas is ready to blow you away. But remember, it's not just about the destinations, it's about the journey and the experiences you create along the way. So pack your bags, grab your cowboy hat, and get ready to embrace the spirit of Texas. Explore those dusty trails, try all the delicious food, and immerse yourself in the vibrant culture that makes Texas so unique. And hey, while you're out there living your best Texas life, don't forget about us. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and drop a comment down below telling us all about your Texas adventures. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay adventurous, stay safe, and keep it real. See you in the Lone Star.